Yo, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, welcome into the next Nate NF single. I don't know anything about the single. I try to stay off of his social media as much as possible so I don't run into the music video, I don't run into the snippets, I don't run into anything for the reaction. So this just dropped today. As you can tell, we're doing it live on Twitch. We're going to be doing the entire album when it comes out on April 7th live on Twitch. So if y'all guys want to subscribe or if y'all guys want to follow over there, it's free. You don't have to pay anything if you don't want to. If you want to be part of the content like this right here, consider subscribing on Twitch. Also, we have a second channel, guys. If you don't know, consider joining our second channel. We're doing TV and movie reviews right now. We're in the middle of Last of Us and South Park, and then more to come on the second channel. The same vibe as it is this one, but TV shit. But other than that, subscribe to Patreon if y'all guys want to support the channel and extra content. You get a lot of extra albums, TVs, everything, depending on what tier you fall in under Patreon. But other than that, new NF motto. I did see that he said it was different. So that's always like a gamble whenever we go off. But I've also been the one to say I want him to change a little bit. So I'm kind of like, is this what I'm wanting when I said that I wanted change? Let's find out.
I could write a record full of radio songs.
I was watching YouTube videos at 1.5 playback speed last night, so it doesn't sound like that. Let's go again.
I could write a record full of radio songs. Do a bunch of features that my label would love. Do a bunch of features that I don't even like, just to build up the hype. Yeah. I could sell my house and move out to LA. Get inside of...
This is already like way different for his music videos. You know, like normally we're in some kind of like cinematic place. This is just like LA traffic.
I could sell my house and move out to LA. Get inside of rooms with the biggest of names. Hire 50 people just to give me advice on the way I should write. Oh God, yeah.
Hey, yo, sometimes I want to just buy an old car like that and just fuck around with it, you know? Like get rid of my car payment, just buy some car cash and then just be fine.
Oh God, yeah. Sounds like a nightmare if you ask me. Yeah. Went from my bedroom to the big leagues. You know how many times that I was told things wouldn't work but worked out. Having cold feet didn't keep me from success.
The drums are like really different. The drums are mad different for what he normally produces. Because obviously we're used to like this cinematic style, but the drums sound like they're live. Like it's not a drum kit. It's not any of that. It's just, they're not crazy crisp, which is not a bad thing. It's just, you can tell it's a different sound than what we normally expect.
Went from my bedroom to the big leagues. You know how many times that I was told things wouldn't work but worked out. Having cold feet didn't keep me from success but delayed it some. I used to be the guy who killed to get it #1. I had to hear that song's a hit before I thought it was, but nowadays I don't really give a what? Oh God, might catch me at the award show.
Hey, that oh God, it reminds me of Billie Eilish for some reason. What's that song by Billie Eilish where she's all seductive and shit with her friends when they're like all dancing in their PJs? It reminds me of that music video. So you ain't really had no problem like that. I don't know why.
Oh God, might catch me at the award show. Eating popcorn in the back row. Catching Z's with my hat low. No nominations, but it's cool though. Oh God, you might see me in the same clothes I had on last week in my shame no.
The way he's running around.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's my motto. Yeah.
It's just him, like, it's kind of like him just poking fun at red carpet events. Like someone said that like it's kind of dissing the Grammys. I don't know if this is necessarily dissing the Grammys. It's just more so like this isn't his scene. This isn't his vibe. We're lucky that we switched the color from black on his shirt to white, much less be all dressed up to go to some event where he's kind of like a rapper that stays in the background, you know? Like, yeah, he makes good music, but it's never going to get acknowledged by whoever the people who vote for the Grammys and award shows are. There's a lot of reasons why his shit doesn't get nominated. But I mean, I feel like you should expect that if you're an NF fan, and he knows, you know?
Yeah, I miss buying CDs at the store and thumbing through the cases trying to make a choice. That don't make no sense to you, well, of course. See, one man's inconvenience is another's joy. Wow, wow, how are you?
See, I was about to say that doesn't rhyme, but he went like A-B with the rhyme scheme. I thought he was just doing A rhyme scheme.
See, one man's inconvenience is another's joy. Wow, wow, how are you unemployed? Telling me to get a life, you should look at yours. Yup, congratulations, you can raise your voice. Hope you break both of your legs falling off your horse.
Hope you break both your legs falling off your horse. Like, get off your high horse. How you unemployed talking shit about me? I don't take criticism from dudes over Wi-Fi they don't pay for.
We break both of your legs falling off your horse. Oh, snap. This is
the beat like is extremely for NF. This is minimalistic as hell. It's not really minimalistic in the. This is almost like some shit that Logic would try to make on his MPC that he talks about 900 times. It's just like it's different. It's a different sound. This is gonna be a polarizing track for NF's fans because a lot of NF's fan base is like dedicated and they love that cinematic orchestral type of music. And then all of a sudden we get this, you know?
Oh, snap. This is the industry where it ain't how big you are, it's how big you seem. Hey. People sacrifice the art trying to chase a dream, and they wonder why their music's lacking creativity.
Ooh, right after I talked about Logic. It ain't about how big you are, it's about how big you seem. Oh, that's such a bar, not gonna lie. That shit kind of goes crazy. It ain't the industry, it ain't about how big you are, it's how big you seem. You're kind of just a puppet to make money off of. We're gonna rewind, listen to that whole part.
This is the industry where it ain't how big you are, it's how big you seem. Where people sacrifice
those drums are mad unique.
Chase a dream, and they wonder why their music's lacking creativity. Oh yeah, would've gave anything to be respected by the artist I was listening to. But not no more, them days of history. Skip the red carpet, you looking for me? Oh God, yeah.
You ain't really got no job. Bro, skip the red carpet if you're looking for me. See, like, I feel like everybody has that moment whenever you're an artist. You're an artist who has an amazing following. You feel like your artistic level is one that can reach, you know, Grammy nominations and multiple awards. And then it just doesn't happen for forever. So then you're like, it, I really don't even need them anyway. Like, I feel like that's how Drake was, because Drake really hasn't won a Grammy for any album, and a lot of his albums should be Grammy worthy. He's won all the awards on popularity, but he never won like an industry award. I think he has like 1 or 2 Grammys, but they're not for rap album of the year. So I think, and then we had The Weeknd, who was snubbed by the Grammys, and then after a certain point, you're no longer looking for validation from these people, and then it's just like, then it's probably just like a freeing feeling, you know? He doesn't submit them. Does he not submit them because he feels he won't win? Because I feel like not submitting your music is like a double-edged sword. You know what I mean? It's like the kids who don't want to play the games because they're afraid of losing.
Skip the red carpet, you looking for me? Oh God, yeah. You might catch me at the award show, eating popcorn in the back row.
Hey, were these all the extras that like people went to go and help him shoot the music video?
Me at the award show. Popcorn in the back row, catching Z's with my hat low. No nominations, but it's cool though. Oh God.
He said catching Z's in the back row, and he's literally sitting in Z, the back row.
Catching Z's with my hat low. No nominations, but it's cool though. Oh God. You might see me in the same clothes I had on last week in my shame note. Yeah, you heard this saying, if it ain't broke, fix it. That's my motto.
Not him shining up the bald dude's head with his fucking hoodie.
Yeah, you heard this saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's my motto. Got my feet propped up, leave my shirts untucked.
Little bridge.
I'm the boss, so what? I do what I want. Oh God. You got the trophy, that's great. I'm happy for you, no hate. Still got a smile on my face, chilling in the back like, hey, oh God, yeah. You might catch me at the award show, eating popcorn in the
video's fire, bro.
Catching Z's with my hat low. No nominations, but it's cool though.
It's giving mad like Joker energy. Like, I feel like I'm watching the Joker, and the way he just is so nonchalant about his villainness.
Oh God, you might see me in the same clothes I had on last week in my shame note. Yeah, you heard this saying, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's my motto.
I think that's definitely supposed to be a Grammy, because the Grammy is like a monophone like record player, and it was a record standing up, like a record player standing up. Where are they at? The Met? Nah, there's no way, right? Who's this kid? This kid has the widest neck hole I've ever seen on a shirt. Ever. That might as well be a tube and not a t-shirt, because the opening for the neck is almost as wide as the opening for the bottom. Is that supposed to be him though? Hey, did y'all hear like the slurp? This has nothing to do with the video or anything, but I hate when like movies and TV shows, like the person has a cup and it's clear, so you can clearly see there's liquid in that bitch and that the straw's all the way at the bottom. But when they take a sip, they add the slurp effect. I'm like, there's no slurp happening. The slurp only happens when when you're getting air and liquid. Y'all said it's the When I Grow Up kid? I haven't seen that music video in forever. When I Grow. Oh, it was one of the two kids in this video where he was performing to two kids, right? If I'm not mistaken. Like, cause if I'm not mistaken, this music video goes where he's like a trash guy and then he's like mopping the floor on some Dax type shit. It shows him going from like only two people at the concert to like an arena, not arena, but like a full house. And then there was a crazy transition right here, if I'm not mistaken.
Might not be the best in my field, but I
right here when he's jumping right.
When I grow up, I pay my bills.
Yeah, that shit was hard, bro. Hey. Video's gonna be a mixed review for most people. People are either gonna love it because they like the fact that it's going in a different direction, but it's gonna get some mixed reviews because one, it's like a different sound, and two, it came after the Hope music video, and the Hope song, which is very much like it's a different single for sure. It's a different single than what you would expect from NF, but I can't be mad at it because that's what I wanted. The music video is fire though. Yeah, you can't compare the two. I mean, you can, because that phrase don't make no sense. Why can't two be compared? It's just all these conflicting principles. But yeah, they're definitely two different vibes. They're two different vibes, but I will say that if he put that song out before he put out Hope, it would have not received the same. It would not receive the same, like the love for it wouldn't have been the same for this music video and this song. It's promising for the album though, because one of my main gripes, not my main gripes, but something that a lot of NF fans don't want to hear is that I'm gonna grow old and tired of NF's normal style. I know that I said that the Clouds mixtape sounded a little bit different from The Search, but when you listen to them back to back after I listened multiple times, there's really not that big of a change between Perception, The Search, and Clouds. Just knowing myself, because I'm an NF fan, but I'm not like a stan. If he had nothing but like 15 songs that were like the Hope, or that were like Hope, I would have been mad. I would have been mad tired of it. I would have not liked the album. Y'all hear my dog? I wouldn't necessarily call it mid. It's just different.